Hello everyone. This is John Crate. And we are back in Shadowrun Returns. Trying to fix the audio here. There we go. Oh, looks like Bub has decided to join me on the desk. You gotta move, Bub. Move, Bub. Come on, get the screwdriver. You love playing with screwdriver. Play with that. Okay, so we're gonna continue where we left off. And there she knocked it off the table. Look at all this cat hair. God, she's shedding so bad. Getting rid of her winter coat. It's terrible. I really need to brush her down like a ton. I think she just wants to hide from Mittens. Hello everyone, look at me, I'm wearing tourist stuff. We can talk to this guy, Patrick. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you are a beautiful human, but you could be so much more. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow when the secrets of a better life shall be revealed to you. Well, you know. Whatever toots your hooter, buddy. Refurbished flowers for sale. That's a good one. I like that. So I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. What is this? Nerps? I can't seem to interact with it. What's up here? I got dog on a stick here. Nerps. Maury's Meat Emporium. Hey, that's... Here's something. That's where they got the zebra meat, isn't it? Learn more about the Pike Place murder. Let's do that. Officer Landers, what can you tell me? A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. What happened here, officer? Homicide. Now move along, please. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be? It's all right, officer. He's with me. He's got us. Okay, then make it quick. So what brings you out here? Out on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it you stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I got it. Bob. She's trying to headbutt my hands off the keyboard. Lay down. I petted you for like 15 minutes before I logged on. Oh, and you lost a whisker. I can see that you shed one. Hopefully that didn't hurt. Yeah. I know. Some more pets. There. Ow! Okay, she's latching onto my arm now. I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Looks Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. Any sign of magic use? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Beyond, probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get the scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going before he shows up. Okay, nothing new on him. Officer Aguirre. Plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? Can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye. Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. So do you have any leads on the Ripper I should know about? Ha! Plenty if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Excellent. Shall we say 300 yen? 300 new yen? Yeah, we'll pay him. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. If we get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. I'll pay for his help. There's an elf. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you have ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Who's asking? The elf giggles, a strange high-pitched warble you did not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, I'm no one of consequence. Never mind that, though. Good evening to you and your friend the coroner. And there he goes. Fun. After talking to him, does this guy have anything else? Something else? Any fascinating new leads? Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it will be taken to. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, eh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. Thanks, Dresden. Been very helpful. Looks so out of place wearing this. Glad there's no trolls around here, huh? No way, Blind Lucy? Hey, Frank. The orc before you wears the standard stuffer snack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice you approach. I take it you knew the victim? Yeah, what's it to you? My condolences. Were the two of you close? Thanks. Sorry, we're not used to folks being too friendly around here. Yeah, we were pretty close as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I started here at the shack for 3 years together. I worked at the shack for 3 years together. Started on the very same day. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk about it much. Just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Seen anyone strange in the store lately? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. So I'm sure she had to do something interesting to get the new eyes then. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. That's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation? Wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? I'm on my way. Why do you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving on it of a dragonfly on it. She wore it every day, said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the Seventh World awakens. I thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. I don't know. Sorry, tampering with evidence could put me in a bad spot with Lone Star. Well, no problem. Thanks for your concern. Sorry, Frank. Hey guy, do you have any extra Nuyen? Just need some sucrose zoom from the shack over there. Sure, here's a $5. Thanks, chummer. See if that comes back. Okay, so we gotta go back around here. Want to buy some BTL? What the hell is BTL? Well, I can talk to Dresden again. I talked to that guy over there. I guess that doesn't count as a new lead. Yeah, this is as far out as I can zoom, I guess. Haven't talked to you. Paco. Hey, it's Paco. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven. He stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself. What you want. You wouldn't happen to be looking for Coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? I'm John. I'm looking for Coyote. I need to ask her some questions. Let's see. I'm the one who's going to print you out better matters. Relax, we're on the same team. I'm John. I was just at the union. Your girlfriend's gone missing and I'm helping to find her. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Let's see. Ever heard of do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him No. He's going to go run off after him. I've heard of a place called Mari's Meat Market. She had a receipt for zebra meat. What, you been rummaging through her stuff? Yeah, that shop's just down the block. What the hell she would need zebra meat for, though? Beats me. Well, now I can ask him about this, I guess. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drek, I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Slow down, where did she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote's been up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much, but she's been looking for a way to settle a score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And his thugs caught her. I'm going over there. You coming? Let's see. I'm in. Don't worry, we'll get her back. Damn right we will. As I look so fucking intimidating in this getup. So we gotta find the meat market, which we did. Time for some zebra meat. What the hell? Yeah, what does she need zebra meat for? Manny. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal meat. I don't even want to know what that is. Actually, I kind of do. I am a food scientist by trade. I am very curious about paranormal meat. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. You must be Mari. Do I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Mari's my dad. Now, what do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for that stuff for some reason. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Do you know someone named Coyote? Nope. I don't go in much for that shaman stuff. I have this receipt for an order for zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our nuyen. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Oh, Bub jumped over to the cat tree. Tell it to my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. We will, in a minute. I still have some questions. Oh, okay. No questions then. I'll be leaving you now. Wait. Her eyes have been gouged out. Okay. Anything else? What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley sometime after her death. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Interesting. So we go up here now. Hope you can handle yourself, Paco. We're going in. Okay, I'm ready. You're at the Royale Apartments. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash, mixed with you don't want to know, is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything's better than this. The better than life chip is just the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can just slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale Apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. The Royale Apartments. What a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up here. These poor people. What a waste. If Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. You keep Paco alive? Do I have to? Are any of you guys gonna attack? The woman scratched herself like a cat on a couch leg. Can you spare some Nuyen? Let's see. My cred stick's a little light too, lady. What can you do for me in exchange? Got nothing left to give, guy. Maybe I can cred you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today, armed and looking for trouble? Yes. No, hell, what do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything, everything, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You should leave this place if you can. But that doesn't make sense. The BTLs are here. I just need something. Oh, anything down this way? Nope. Sad old man. Lazy, like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach. You're not from around here, are you? I don't want any trouble. You have quite the vantage point here. Bet you don't miss much. Seen anything special today? Yeah, everything in this body has gone to rust, except my eyes and ears. Bit of a commotion upstairs earlier. Stevie's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two were. I could tell she weren't here for BTLs. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there's a lot more gunfire than there usually is this time of day. What happened next? A couple of Stevie's men came around, asking what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Where's Stevie holed up? He's got the whole top floor all to himself. Fancies he's the king around here. She's my only lead right now. Can you help me out? You've been right, friendly. But I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, I do. You've already stuck out your neck to help us. We'll find another way. Here's a little something. Looks like there's a hole in the wall behind this old dresser. Move the dresser, then. The wall is crumbling here. Through a hole, you can see a rickety stairwell leading up. Interesting. Seems it can only be accessed through the locked apartment door. Well, how do I open the apartment door? You would think that my elite hacker skills would help me out here. See an enemy? Stop your pleading. Your boy has debts, and we're collecting. His name is Simp. Please, Riker. No, he's my son. Get your ass back in the squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught. You pig. Give Zipper back now, or you'll bleed on me? Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid. Oh, God, no. Please, no. So can I kill that guy now? Because that'd be pretty great. Hey, buddy. This is my home. Get out. What was that all about? Why do you care? It's my son. That bastard took my son. Who took your son? One of Stevie J's goons, Riker. He runs that filthy BTL squad across the hall. My son, Zipper. He's not a strong boy. Riker knows it. Lured him in with those damn chips. Better than life? What life? Now they're torturing him in there. Why would they do that? Those sickos have a SimSense recording studio over there. Overheard them say they have a special guest up in the penthouse. They plan to torture her with a recording of my son's dying breath. That must be Coyote. We've got to get up to her. Got to get her up. They've got her up there. Ugh. Easy, Paco. She'll be okay if we keep our heads. Are you with me? Yeah, you're right. I'll be okay. What about my son? I'll see if I can save your son while we're saving our friend. Thank you. Oh, Bub's back. Item. Jazz. Combat stim that increases quickness +2 and AP +1 for 5 rounds. What would you like to do with this item? Send it to my stash. Guess we're going in here. Let's access this computer. Hey, don't touch that. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. Fine, I'll talk to you. Haven't seen you here before, guy. Looking to go somewhere special? A scream echoes through the pipes of the rotten walls. Hard to tell where it came from. I think I'll have a look around and think about it. Listen, Slot, this isn't a stuffer shack. Buy something or get out. BTL junkies twitch in the throes of their sordid dreams. One board man stands ready to administer another chip if the creds are good. -3 AP on all of them, huh? Heard you were in the middle of a recording session. Sure am. My gear is state-of-the-art, if you can believe it. How about a tour of this amazing studio? Listen, guy, I'm too busy for chit-chat. Buy something or get out. Oh, come on. I've decided that I need to kick your ass. Hey! Is it possible to rotate the camera? Where'd he go? Miss? Are you freaking serious? Is he going around this way? He is. Oh, come on, hit. Jesus. It's my hit chance. 59%. Yeah, I gotta try and get a better vantage on him. There. So that guy liked it. Harker, huh? Well, we're shooting ya. Bam! Paco is not strong. Come on, get him again. Oh, there we go. Oh, 99%? You're dead. Bob. At least get on this side of the desk, please. Can you do that? Now I can touch the computer. Recording studio. Download the BTL. Sure. Reboot studio software. Nice. Who are you? Get out. Can't you see I'm working here? Unlike your friend, I can tell you're not going to be reasonable. Afraid I have to kill you. Hey now, hey now, hey now. It's Zipper. You found him. I don't know who you are, but thanks. You got lucky today, kid. You better lay low for a while. It's about to get messy around here. Oof, I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Yeah, I can. We would have talked to him anyway. Have you saved my son yet? Zipper's okay. He's pretty messed up, though. I don't know how to thank you. Money? Money's a good way to thank me. Let's mess with this computer some more. What else can I do with it? How about this? Send a happy one. Elevator controls. Cool. Nope, can't talk to them anymore. Do you have anything else for me? You're back. What do you want now? You sure you don't know anything about that stairwell? Yeah, that's fine. What's this? Oh, we could have just... whatever. Enter the passcode. Push the button and go up. Penthouse suite. Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time. Classic even. But now it's filled with neon light tubing. Neon tube lighting. Broken down furniture. Piles of rubbish. And crates. containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse's pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Hopefully we healed. No, we did not. Well, I've got some karma. I got eight karma. Should probably do that. I don't think I can get much that I would want with 2. I mean, I guess we can do that. That's not bad. I should probably try to get him back up and running, though. Okay, I thought I saw a guy back there. Paco, get in here. Yep. There they are. Get ready to come out swinging. Oh dear. A raspy, manic voice booms over the penthouse PA system. You really think you can come in here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? I know who you are. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Hey, hey, hey. Kill Stevie J. I didn't realize that was Stevie J right there. He can take some hits. Bam! Oh, Jesus. I have some special abilities, right? Got him. No, I can't. Oh, we're not even out of this yet? Or wait, there's something on, Oh, Paco can't get it, though. Oh, shit, she's on a ley line? I need to get into a better position to kill. Aww. Oh, wait. Run, Paco! Can't say I'm a fan of that. 5 attacks and run down that in 1 round that do... No, we're going to use this. Gotta keep Paco alive. Okay, there's no one in here. See what's in here, Paco. I've got zebra meat. The room beyond the bars is a stinking jumble of burned flesh and dog flop. An enormous hellhound, its fur streaked with whip marks, growls low. The eyes of a second hellhound burn menacingly in the corner. Yeah, have the zebra meat. Well, there was something on the ground over here that only I could pick up, so... He's had a gun this whole time? Whatever, just move. Stevie J's passcodes, huh? See what's up here first. Oh, this is where the... That's where the abandoned stairwell would have brought me. Probably would have been an easier fight. I guess we've got to open the door now that they have the zebra meat. Hopefully that doesn't kill us. Ooh, he's just gonna punch us, huh? Oh, and she's gonna punch too. Hey, buddy. Talk. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? Let's see. Just another professional. I need to ask you some questions. No, I'm John Crate. I'm here to rescue you. Yeah? And who said I needed rescuing? Guess it turns out I did, though. Thanks. Coyote, we need to get you back to the Union. Mrs. Kubota has that med lab in the basement. No. No, I need to finish this other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. A stash of gems. Delilah? I thought you said you'd never do another deal with that man. We've already talked about him. You already know who that is. Look, Paco, I needed an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it. Paco, get her back to the Union. I'll find those gems for you and then meet you there. Come on, Coyote, let's go. Ooh, what does he have in his stash room? 25 new yen? Just old junk. Money clip. An advanced med kit? 75. Are they not in here? Oh, there's this door, too. Okay, that's... Okay, that's not... Go away, please. Hey, precious gems. Was there anything in here? I didn't get much of a chance to take a look. Go back to the Seamstresses Union. Return to the Union. Despite County's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstresses Union. Heads raise. The front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. County presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as how she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she has it by the end of the night. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet. Fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle and there's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman has faced down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota. I went on a run that went bad. Solka, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Mrs. Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concept of giri, the debt of honor. Go now, bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, John. That girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I am honored, Mrs. Kubota. Thank you. You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. you will find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you'll find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyberdock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. My, you're quite the entrepreneur. Indeed. Normally, I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Okay. Where's the piano? Wait, is there more I can talk to her about? How else may I be of service? Is Mr. Delilah here tonight? Yes, Mr. Delilah in the back bar. That's usually where he does business. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through the chip houses for months now, searching for him, and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all of this? I am a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Are any Johnsons or Fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He is often stage-side. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. I'll be going now. Well, there's Van Grass. Let's talk to him. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display, and monitoring and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Mrs. Kubota said you're a fixer. He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight, sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey guy, one more thing. Covers his comlink for a moment. Tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence, too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. I need to finish this call. Perhaps another time? Johnny Clean. Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. Thanks for the tip the other day. Mrs. Kubota said I should go to the safe house, but I don't quite know where that is. Piano is a little out of tune. Check it out. That's all he has to say. Mr. Chloe. The hulking troll bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. Paco and I tracked her down. Always wondered what she saw in him, but I guess he ain't all bad. I'm just glad she's back. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You feel protective over the people here. Immensely. Toward anyone who walks through that door, be they employee or patron. Unless they mean ill will, of course. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they don't know or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I think Van Grass is at the bar near the stage. Dwarf with a cyber eye. Can't miss him. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. I was trying to say goblinized. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. What do you have to pay? Do you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge me for. It's the blood under the fingernails. Okay, well, I'm still looking for... Mr. Delilah. Not seeing him, though. Oh, well, let's do this. The piano looks like it's been here since the Union was built, but it doesn't look like anyone has played it in earnest for almost as long. Play the thing. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder. Immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. We're here. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cybersecurity something or other that I didn't quite read. It went too fast. So is this my stash? It is. I want to sell those. Dr. Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Tell me about the night Sam Watts died. Sam's dead? Jeez, guy, do you really think this is the time? How did he die? This is going to have to wait. The woman needs surgery now. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some trivet or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Take it easy, Coyote. We'll be here when you wake up. Say anything about me going to sleep. Just give me something to bite on. You're tough, kid, but you're not that tough. Okay, Coyote, let's have a look at that face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote? I earned this face by being stupid. I'm going to keep it. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. Nighty-night. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged, and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline's worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Look, about Sam. Yeah? I can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. You were friends? Yeah, that's why I'm here. I mean, I guess he's a friend. Got it. Then you know. He was a charmer, wasn't he? I guess I knew him the best of anyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd. All as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage? Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually, he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking with who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Cluey wasn't around. Can't remember why. So she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back, into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? Standard Sam, Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash on one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it wasn't the drinking, it would have been... If it was just the drinking, it wouldn't have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. But he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. Hard to imagine. He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I will. But we got it. We got the gems. Well, let's investigate Sam's bunk, I guess. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and a pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. Picture is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his right arm around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Let's check the back then. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket the photo. In the Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread, but in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. Let's see. And I suppose you were the one who patched her up. Impressive work. Thank you. It's a shame she wouldn't let me repair her face, though. I can tell you're surprised to find full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? Doc Wagon, if I remember correctly, is like the private hospital. And it's like, it's like obviously like what it says, it's like an ambulance that goes around to do stuff. Well, let's see. Tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet? Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech, but even their stuff has limits. Let me see your medical supplies. I do probably need another another med kit. In fact, I'll just take all of them. Advanced med kit. That's there. We'll have 3 med kits, a trauma kit, advanced med kit, and we'll keep 1 grenade. What cyberware do you have available? Interesting. Yeah, I already have a data jack. Sends in it. Adds +3 to hit. No, it's probably not worth it right now. I see shamanic fetishes. You a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to heal properly. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. It was nice talking to you. Hey. Hey. Algernon. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the Sixth World, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you have, even though I'm not going to buy any of it. Mind Wipe. Lots of fun stuff here. Eric Mersman. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Well, those are just... we'll keep what I've got. I do want to sell these, though. I gotta sell this, and I gotta sell that. How about you? T.B. Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here, even though you just told me? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week, we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. Let's take a look at what you got. So I am a rifleman. A basic assault rifle that is surprisingly good. Okay, so that doesn't really do much for me. Slightly more ammo. Oh, you have drones. Concussion grenade, smoke grenade. He sells medkits too. So yeah, I'm fine with what I got. Nothing right now, but thank you. David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or any gear you need? Just so that we can go through it. What's a deck? You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system. And it'll hurt. Well, it's a program. A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs, so I'll probably want those. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Hey, it's Johnny Clean. He knows something. So I guess he's not the killer like I thought last time. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, and you have a team, when you jack into the Matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. What do you have for sale? Let's take a look. So that's the best one there. Let's see this. I do need some of these. An Assassin Expert System program. Put up firewall. And that. Confirm. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Put that on. I want to, Oh, I'm being rude. Let me introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Johnny Clean. On the same old world we saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How is decking used? The decking skill is often used on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally your run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local matrix LAN of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Because there's nothing as invisible as a man with a mop. I know this firsthand. Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about that about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. So I've got some karma to spend here. Might as well get that up. I probably don't even need to do any more on this. I'm pretty leveled up on this stuff for now. And all we're doing is combat. So I should probably do something with that. Some dodge is good. 2 points, we'll call that good. Okay, I want my... No, I want my... How do I equip my deck? I want to put... I want to make sure that my stuff is equipped there. Well, I guess we'll figure it out later. So I met all the vendors. I want to check my stash, though, to see if those things are in my stash. No, they aren't. So they must be equipped. Okay, so we can go talk to Mr. Delilah. Go. If he's here now. How did you get up here so fast, Johnny Clean? Oh, over here. Talk to him. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I have no business with you. Or with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. Mention of Coyote finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs, trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. No kidding? Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So, who are you two? John, great. He's Paco. Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones. Deal's a deal. Give him all the stones. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye. He was going to look for it anyway. Moving quickly through what appeared to be the most valuable stones, he stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. Okay, you done good. But you're late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. Looks like you impressed him. I know offense for those gems. Van Gras, follow me. And Grass is fiddling with his cyber while noodling on his PDA. You're back. Still busy. What's your story? We need to find some stones. You the right guy? Stones? I don't know. I might be. Let me see them. You hear the servos and Vinegrass's cyber whir as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this dreck? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. I guess I'll have to do it. Sounds good. Pay me. Now we can return to Coyote, I think. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? The Timberwolves? I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah? Great. What is it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along that well. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comic chips on the screen shows a smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks. I appreciate the help. Well, let's go. How long have we been doing this for? Almost an hour and a half. We can go a little longer. I gotta blow my nose. Okay. Leaving the seamstress's union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Streetwalker. No, come down here. Talk to a streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay. Well, thanks for the information, I guess. Okay, nothing else here, though. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, scum? Let's see. I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene investigation in the NTSB warehouse. Sure you are. And I'm Lawfor, the King of Dragons. Beat it. Get out of here. So I kind of screwed that up. He might have just said no matter what, though. Unless I had corporate talk. Or, I mean, security talk. Who raised you, pack of wolves? That there ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5, eh? Sure. Maybe that noodle machine is still working. So I got a ladder. Well, I can talk to you again, it says. Let's see. Do I have to pay, or can this ladder work now? Like, can I use the ladder to get over, or do I have to have her go do something first? Have her do her thing first? I think I have to. And you should have some fun with a guard by the fence around the corner. Alright, 20 bucks buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then we gotta get back to work. Then I've got to get back to work to earn some real new yen. There we go. I gained 3 karma for that. So that's where I want to go. Anything I can grab? Ooh, a crate. Like me. Send it to my stash. A concussion grenade. Send it to my stash. Ooh, there's stairs over here. Doesn't look like I can grab anything. Okay, guess we're going in. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. Huge ceilings, adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. Top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls. Mean a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things, and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. Seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Hey, Officer Aguirre. Took your sweet time, didn't you? I thought we'd agreed to work together on this. If by work together on this you mean I take your money and supply you with information, yeah, let's just do this. After he spoke, I did some more digging, trying to get ahead of McCluskey on this one. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes, try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Certainly. Nothing to grab? Nope. Researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. The notes for case file number 95. Case file number 95, Federated Boeing Jetliner IDN number 2305, corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m., the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m., the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. How about 96? Case file number 96, Pratt & Whitney unmanned IDN number 327, corporate owner Ares. All redacted. How about for 98? This file has been corrupted. Private notes. Incriminating data. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. What? If this was a core pit, why'd they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information is probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. Let's see. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes. He's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark clouds surrounding her. My brother's spirit is too weak. That's a given. My brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? The warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. I can try anyway. What does this door do? There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Let's dig through it. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace-up with a rubber sole. Inspect the pump. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. It is otherwise remarkable. Inspect the sneaker. The sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get sort of a shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. Can I go back here? Doesn't look like it. It's hard to say whether this heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Let's find out. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect an earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Inspect the lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. How about the cred stick? Give me money. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slide it into your PDA and 20 new yen is added to your account. Thanks. Okay, nothing there. Nothing else. Ooh, what's over here, actually? I saw some stuff light up. The old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. You don't need to go right now. Let's talk to Dresden first before we give her the stuff. John, surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer McGuire tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did, at any rate. Anyway, surprise! We've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for dial-em work these days. You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about this victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Let's see. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? This doesn't sound like a Ripper killing, that's for sure. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on this case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his supervisors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Let's see. Sounds like the Ripper is taking different trophies from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants. Which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. They're repossessing the organs that they bought from the black market. That's where people were getting... That's why people looked better. That's why Sam looked better. He got an organ on the black market, but couldn't pay for it, and so it was repossessed. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of the other 4 branch managers handled the other 2. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next to Kin, I think. Okay, then I'm going to take a look around. And I'll talk to her. I have her things now, I think. Feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chances them over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Oh, good. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. Sir, the victim's sister, sir. She... This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Let's see. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something that I'd enjoy. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful that you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Let's see. Not looking good now. Do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? Let's see. If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled Nuyen from inside a leather pouch. Counts it, starts to count it out, then just shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Okay. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Hoy, John, you in the middle of something? No problem. What do you need? Backup. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. I'm sorry, I'm working the Ripper thing. I get it, you gotta focus. Paco and I will handle it. I've done this before. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support, in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving the Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the Nuyen. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical sport, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running the Shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. John Bartlett. Who are you? Cherry Bomb flags you down. Hey John, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you at the stage. Bellevue type. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action on the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like... They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? My ex? Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at this Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. Well, Mr. Bartlett. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey, guy, what's shaking? Little this, little that. I hear that one, oh my. I might have something for you if you got the new yen. Time is money, I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. Oh, an in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. You cost a bit more than common rabble, but we're worth it. Hey, Van Grass, what do you got? I'm very busy. Show me something worth my time, or you walk away. Data from the NTSB. Renraku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I'll think about it. Jessica Watts. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Jessica Watts. She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear she is well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? John Crate. I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. That's right. I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you, and I appreciate you coming all this way. I'm guessing the Barrens isn't what you're used to. I must admit it isn't. None of this is. And she furrows her brow. You're not with the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she's clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest. I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there is an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I think they could use all the help they can get. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Actually, Sam hired me himself. I don't understand. He set it all up before his death as a contingency. Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? She feels a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back. He's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Listen to me, John. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam... Well, Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, John. Worthless. He used people. Never mind. I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. but I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. She's reluctant to help. She's from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way the police can't. Maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. Let's see. The bartender... Let's see. There was a note on Sam's body. Sounded like an apology. An offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Where were you the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You likely would know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't sound sad that he's gone. I mourned losing Sam long before he died. Here's a picture. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It's one of the few possessions he had. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then, after our father died, things began to change. And we couldn't go back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives. But after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did. But he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, another looking to... May I keep this? Please do. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Calvary. Brought you here. Brought you down here. It was less of what brought me here. It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life. A vision for what the world could become. And I came back here to help make it happen. Thank you, Mrs. Watts. She needs to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacraments, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Thanks. Goodbye, John. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. So we gotta talk to Mr. Delilah. If you're talking to me, there's business to transact, am I right? Yes, I think you have a need I have a need I think you can fill. Of course you do. That's why you came back. Street talk is you're tracking the Ripper. What can I do for you, Ripper Tracker? I need to put a crew together. You got scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? I can pay the runners up front. I got the money. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you got any special requests. Yeah, let's see them. So we've got Ben's the Willow. She's fast, tough, and has a short temper. She uses a machete and a black scorpion. We've got Savoy Marchetti. He is a dwarf adept. To know one's bodies, to know one's strengths and weaknesses in order to act appropriately. So he has an axe, but he also has spells. He's got killing hands. Let's see, unarmed damage increased by 4. That's not... He's got Monofist. That's kind of cool. A Decker. I am a Decker. An Elf Mage. Queen of Fear and Empress of Pain. She'll make them wish they had better defenses. And she has a gun. Power Bolt. She's got Weaken Armor. Flamethrower. Monobolt. And Armor. A Human Mage. Jenny Hex. Mana Ball, Heal Wound, Aim, and Armor. She does have Heal Wound. That's kind of nice. Corky Ronson is a rigger. A Troll Samurai. An Elf Samurai. Damage 16, damage 10. He could be interesting. Yeah, let's add you. We've got the money to add another. Let's get a mage. Let's get the healer. Confirm. Return to the docks. You returned to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother. But Shannon appears cool and professional. Consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done. And hopefully one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magical talent can do it. But Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Oh dear. It's given me the option to equip new stuff. But I think we've got what we want. Good thing I ordered 2. Confirm. I have 12 karma available. Jeez. Let's get more hit points. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who want to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. And I'm guessing that I got it first. Any chance we can sneak past? Probably not. They've been using regular patrols around the perimeter, and the front door looks like it's locked. Keep Shannon alive. Can certainly give it a shot. Huh? You there. This block is off limits. We've got a gas leak. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercs. Are you even listening? Get out of here. Let's see. Damn, I got... Nice. My first time I can use corporate. Damn, kid, do you have to break Did you have to break the fence? Killing you won't cost a dime, but fixing that fence... Oh, hey, it had nothing to do with that. It was those guys in the warehouse. They did it. Frag, I'm getting out of here. As he stands there. Okay, now he's running. Well, there's some bodies. Let's go around again, see if there's anything to pick up. Anything new, like on bodies or something? Doesn't look like it, though. Oh, geez. Fan out and secure the area. Not ideal. Bam! Oh, come on. There we go. Picked up the key to the warehouse. Bam! Bam! There you go. Nice. Oh, jeez. Come on now. What spells does she have? Haste? Monobolt. I don't think we're going to need them. I think we got this. In fact, he's got a shotgun too. Let's give this guy a... Let's move a little closer to make the shotgun work. As soon as the last merc hits the ground, the docks become eerily silent. And with that, I'm gonna have to leave it at that. I am way too hungry, and I got another thing I got to work on tonight. So sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger here. But that's what I've got to do. So, next time on Shadowrun Returns, we'll enter the warehouse, probably confront some more mercenaries, and hopefully summon some spirits. So, as usual, this is John Crate signing out.